Well, let's move on to other news now, and it seems there's more trouble for Indians looking to move to the United States as the Trump administration has announced a revision of the definition of specialty occupations under H-1B visas. The Department of Homeland Security announced that there will be new proposals to revise the definition of specialty occupations under H-1B visas. What's more worrying is that the definition of employment under this foreign work visa category is also set to change. The H-1B visa category is widely popular among Indian companies operating in the US. The move, which is part of the unified fall agenda of the Trump administration, will have a detrimental impact on the functioning of the Indian IT companies in the US. It will also impact small and medium-sized contractual companies in the IT sector, which are mostly owned by Indian Americans.
We are closely engaged with the administration as well as the US Congress on this matter. It is indeed correct that the administration has taken measures to prevent abuse of this program. And there are certain bills which have been introduced. I think what we get to hear are the provisions from those bills. But it is important to note that none of these bills have been passed so far. When we have engaged with the US, we have emphasized that our partnership which we have in the digital sphere has been mutually beneficial. We have highlighted the role which has been played by the highly skilled Indian professionals who have actually contributed to the growth and development of US economy. And also they have helped the US to maintain the competitive edge in the world, towards innovation and S&T. And the idea is to, of course, to continue to engage with the US on this matter.
Now, even before the change in policy, getting the American visa for high-skilled Indian workers has not been easy. In fact, small IT companies say that these days the United States randomly denies them H-1B visas.
The visa war is heating up. 1,000 IT companies, mostly run by Indian Americans, are taking the US government to court. Their complaint is simple: fewer H-1B visas and for shorter duration. An IT advocacy group represents them. It's filed a lawsuit against the US Immigration Agency for issuing H-1B visas that will be valid for less than 3 years. It's a 43-page lawsuit that says the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services recently began a practice of approving H-1B petitions for shorter than 3 years duration. These petitions are often valid for only months or days at a time. In some cases, expire by the time the approval is received. If you're wondering what an H-1B visa is and why it's a big deal, here's what you should know. H-1B visa is a non-immigrant visa. It allows American companies to employ foreign workers in specialty occupations which require theoretical or technical expertise. Technology companies depend on the H-1B visa for hiring tens of thousands of employees each year from countries such as India and China. Such visas are typically issued for 3 to 6 years to employers to hire a foreign worker. The lawsuit claims that the American Immigration Office has no authority to misinterpret the existing regulations and shorten the approval durations. The advocacy group's president Gopi Kandukiri says, and I quote, "The USCIS has been making arbitrary rules and memos for over 8 years. It's our top priority to set things right and hold USCIS accountable to follow the regulations set by the United States Congress." Unquote. The complainants also say some of their members are randomly being denied H-1B visas and that such denials have increased of late. Bureau Report, WION. World is One.